Your home. Hand Up Village said each person's situation is unique, and each person's average stay here is about 6 months. I'd like to say that every person that comes here is a success story. That'd be a huge lie. Not everybody that comes changes. Not everybody that comes wants a hand up. A lot of folks want a hand out. But overall, there are more stories of success. And they're so excited to see the smiles on their faces, and they say, we've never, ever had this much money in our entire lives. And to see that confidence is a wonderful thing. And as Pastor Brosher looked back on the last 7 years, he called all of this a huge blessing for all involved. Regrets? No. I just wish we'd have done a little bit sooner. This is really making a difference. It's really helping people. In Mercer County, James Brown, News Center 7.
Pastor Brosher told James almost every person Hand Up helped last year was between 18 and 25 years old. He's never seen so many young people needing help. If you know someone making a difference in your community, James wants to hear from you. Let him know on Facebook, or you can email him at james.brown@whiotv.com. Well, stopping in to grab your morning coffee here at Richwood Bank goes further than just giving you your morning energy. It also allows you to donate to 7 different local charities. Richwood Bank came to Springfield in 2019, and it brought the nonprofit Coffee House with it. When you stop in to order a drink, the money you spend will go directly to a local charity of your choice.
So kind of how it works, like if you make a $10 donation, we give you 3 thank you drinks. And so we give you a little coffee card, and so you can get 3 drinks at that time, or you can build them up on there.
And Whitaker said at Richwood, it's not just about banking, it's about the community they are building.
That's why, like, the coffee shop is such a cornerstone of who we are, because it truly helps us get back to the community, but not only that, it helps you, the customers. I mean, truly, all the money that you're giving goes right back into the community.
Newport Eats 9 at 11, for the first time, Damar Hamlin got in front of a camera to show his appreciation for everybody who has supported him since he collapsed during the Bills' Monday Night Football game against the Bengals earlier this month. The Bills posted the video to social media. In it, he thanks the team at UC Medical Center, as well as the Bills' medical staff. He also thanks the city of Cincinnati.
To the city of Cincinnati, the Bengals, and the entire NFL, just for putting team allegiance aside to root for one kid's life, and just the humanity of a player, you know, that's wearing Buffalo blue. You put humanity above team loyalty. You showed the world unity over division. I'm not surprised by it, but I'm deeply grateful, and I'll be forever thankful and indebted to that.
And Hamlin also thanked everyone who donated to his Chasing M's toy drive. It's now raised over $7 million.
That's amazing, because it was a modest, like, $3,500 is what he was asking for.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't even know.
$7 million, more than $7 million.
I can't do the mental math on how many times that has been multiplied, but it's a lot. Mm-hmm. It's a lot, and we might see, well, rain, maybe not a lot, but we will see some moving into the overnight hours, and yes, rain, because it's not freezing. In fact, temperatures were really warm today. Not this morning, though. They're a little bit chilly. Temperatures dropped down to about 32 degrees this morning. Right now, outside in Xenia, in the city of hospitality, let's take a look at that temperature. What we're looking at is 47 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. That's one big reason why it's a lot warmer. It's not the only reason. I'll explain why in a little bit. But that cloud cover is keeping the heat of the day here at the ground. So it's kind of like a blanket, but winds are out of the south, about 10 miles per hour. That's another reason why it's a lot warmer outside. So I mentioned we got down to 32 degrees today in Dayton. Several of you got down into the upper 20s, 28, pretty much all across the state line there, 34 in Xenia. So most of us at least got down below freezing. And then this afternoon, look at this. We got up to 52 degrees. Now, that's not a record. The record was, I believe, 62. So we're not quite reaching record level heat for this day in Dayton, but it was warm. You can see many places, generally, well, Miami County and areas south got into the 50s. You see how it gets cooler as you get up toward the north? I mean, that's how geography works for one, but one reason why it's augmented is because we had a warm front push across the area, so we were able to get a little bit warmer here in our central and southern counties than, say, all y'all up there in Auglaize and Mercer County and those areas. Temperatures now, it's a lot warmer still in Dayton, 47 degrees. But you can see it's a bit colder in Salina. You're a little bit cold out there. That's because there is a front draped across the region. So while it's bringing warm air, like 6 degrees warmer than this time yesterday in Dayton, up to the north of that front, it's a little bit colder. So there's the showers coming in from the west, and the front that I mentioned, there it is. It's a warm front pushing up across portions of Ohio. Off to the west, though, you see a cold front coming in. Now, that is going to reach us eventually. Also, look at this. The north side of the warm front, the cold side, that's where you're seeing the snow. The south side, the warm side of that front, that's where you're seeing the rain. So that's why we're going to see rain. But back to that cold front, that's pushing across Kansas City. So that's why temperatures are going to drop by a lot tomorrow. So anyone out there at the game, if they're going to Kansas City, here comes the cold, 20 degrees by kickoff, 18 degrees by the end of the game. Very cold, not to mention even a little bit windy is going to make it feel very, very cold. So the futurecast here shows rain coming in overnight, temperatures still staying in the 40s, and then as we move into the later morning hours, it begins to disperse a bit, but not completely. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you see a sprinkle here or there in the afternoon and evening, but the best chance is going to be in the morning. Then that temperature drops by a lot. And take a look at Sunday night. Very late Sunday night, closer to midnight, might see a few isolated snow flurries or even a bit of mix, and we are expecting a bit of that Monday morning. So 40 degrees for the low tonight. Take a look at the next 7 days. Our temperatures get pretty cold too, Kansas City. Down to 17 degrees Tuesday morning with a high of only 27, and we stay cool for the rest of the week. Cool like Tori, right?
Thank you, Robert. The Dayton Flyers are getting their groove back. WHIO Radio's Larry Hanskin breaks down how the team broke its losing streak.